And my play is Volkswagen, trending today on Yahoo Finance after reporting a strong 2023 sales outlook. The company says it expects sales to rise by 10 to 15% and operating margins between 7.5% and 8.5% this year. A global chip shortage caused by, of course, the COVID pandemic really stifled automakers around the world last year, but the VW CFO says now, quote, "We expect the supply chain bottleneck to gradually ease in the current year, allowing us to service high order backlog." Great news for VW. Reuters also reporting Volkswagen is discussing two new North American plants, one production plant, the other a battery cell factory. Their goal, 10% market share in the United States. The stock up big time today, as you can see, and still very cheap stock. It looks like supply chains are easing, which will really change the entire environment in the automobile sector, because the model last year was fewer cars, higher margins. They're going to keep the margins high and get supply chains open up. That's great news for investors.
Yeah, it certainly is great news for investors. It will be interesting to closely watch the auto segment just in terms of demand, what we could potentially see in the second half of the year, given the fact that we are expecting to see a slowdown in the economy. Higher rates could spell a little bit of trouble for that sector. Volkswagen, though, when it comes to the EV race, this is something that EVs accounted for just 7% of their group deliveries last year. We know that's so important just in terms of the future plans, the rollout of their electric vehicles, where they stand in that race. I think that's also going to dictate a lot of the trading action soon.
Yeah, and it's nice to finally see some optimism surrounding the automotive sector, because obviously the chip shortage, surging energy prices on the heels of the Russia-Ukraine war, this is a sector that has been through a lot. But Seana, to your point, there's a lot of headwinds out there. We're still in this unfavorable macro environment. Outlook's great, but can they actually deliver on those projections?